Alright, welcome back, mages of all ages, to some more Mage Wars. It's been a while since we did this kind of Mage Wars coverage, but here we are, in Octagon, off of stream, everything. We are up against a Riddigas Fan 572 today, and I am fielding for the first time, I think the first time ever, that I play the Sistarran Wizard. And so this is, of course, since it's the first time, it's kind of probably a weird deck, but we will try to make it work. And the working title is Wibbly Wobbly Timey Whimey. That's the best I could come up with. It is a gate deck indeed, and a mana shard. And I gave him initiative. So that's silly, but we'll hope that he thinks, oh, he's not going to cast a gate then. And then, haha, I'll cast a gate. Then I will cast a Wiswillow Amulet next turn and a Time Temple. That's kind of my opening idea. We'll see how it works. And the Siren, of course, has also been changed. And I will also say, good luck, have fun. Yeah. All right. Probably forgetting a lot of stuff that I wanted to mention here, but it'll be fine. And 3, 2, 1, go. First quick cast phase. So yeah, mana shard gate. He did not quick cast. I will recast it forward or backwards. I think a conservative gate might be in order, but good question. I wanted the time temple in the corner, I think, but I do have a backup temple, so maybe that's a silly idea. Nah. I'll put it forward. We'll see what happens. There. And he didn't quick cast. Yeah, so already rusty. Same. Yeah. We have not played in a long time. Like I played one not a few weeks ago, I think, but otherwise it's been months since I last played Mage Wars, and I suspect it's sort of the same for every guys fan. So we're all getting back into the motions here. It'll be great. It'll be grand. I'll move forward, and I will cast the mana shard in here, and I will also gain a mana for him casting Naya. He casts Naya, by the way, and then he will deploy AC, of course. No. Oh, really? Huh. I think this might be a mistake for Mr. Iridias fan here. A Shallow Sea here would have netted him 2 more mana per turn. And a heal 1 on his mage. So I'm not sure if he knows, but it's fine. Then he can learn. And then that'll be the end of the round. And we're cutting out the planning phases. 3, 2, 1, go! And we're in the deployment phase. In this planning phase, I realized that my deck is terrible. I don't think I've finished it quite. It's supposed to have 3 or 4 blue Glimmerns, of course, and then maybe I would have brought some other creatures. We have Astoridado in here. It's fine. And I also realized that the Time Temple boosting Wiswillow Amulet makes very little sense. So do I even do it is the question. I'm not so sure. First quick cast phase. Yeah, it shouldn't. It'll cost me mana. Interesting. Yeah. Or, yeah, it will. First quick cast phase. No quick casting from me. And I like the Lightning Raptor here. We can make it fast with our Mage ability here, the Time Dilation, which I think is a great use for the Lightning Raptor specifically. It will be a pass from me. And I did let Mr. Everydigas know that he could have cast a Shallow Sea here, and he said he was aware. So this is intentional, which is always nice to know. The Siren is advancing, casting a spell, another mana crystal. All right, another mana for my gate. Was also kind enough to let me know that I was missing mana on my gate last turn. So I will. Do we move backwards here? Tricky. Am I in danger? I don't think I'm in danger right now. So I won't And done. And I shouldn't use the time temple on my Whisperable Amulet this turn. I can maybe do it later, just to keep the amulet. But why would you? When I didn't realize, I think, when I built the deck that it costs mana equal to level to add the Dissipate token, so it costs 1 mana to gain 1 more mana from the amulet, basically making it not worth it. Oh, he's advancing into another Shallow Sea here. So making a forward Shallow Sea zone is his idea. All right, that's cool. I get it. It can be dangerous to put Naya forward, which is why I like it in the corner. I can't afford the Time Temple. Oh my god. Well, this is embarrassing. I do not have enough mana to cast the Time Temple. I did not count my mana. That's how rusty I am. I'm also kind of rusty in recording. All your viewers will know. Oh no! Oh noes! Oh wait, I'm trying to type. Oh noes! And Naya gains an enchantment, means another mana on me. Maybe it's intentional, you know. And I also forgot to add a mana from the mana shard last turn, so I would have had 1 more mana. Bad Keejchen. Alright, end of the round though. Alright, and we're in deployment. Because I didn't cast a big spell last turn, or a second spell, I can afford a Gorgon Archer, so maybe it all works out, who knows. Deployment phase, and we will... First quick cast phase, then I have 3 mana and a Hoodwink and Leather Helmet. I can't afford both. Isn't that funny? Yeah. For some reason I counted Hoodwink as 0 mana in my head, but that's not how it works. Well done, Keejchen. Well done. Alright, we'll cast one of them. First quick cast phase is his. He is thinking about it. Then I think I will prioritize the Hoodwink on Gorgon Archer. Here. There, costing me 2 mana, but yeah, so now he knows it's not a nullify, probably. Well, we can cast Time Dilation on the Lightning Raptor, if we want. He reveals Blur on Naya, and then guards with Naya. Yeah, okay. And he is done. I will move my Lightning Raptor away. It needs time to charge, so it'll run here. And then next turn we can move up here and guard where it's worth a little bit more. Right now with 1 charge token on it is worth basically nothing, and we don't want to lose it before it's ready to fight. Here is a Show Steep Tide Caller from the Siren. And then an enchantment. That is another 2 mana for my gate. Alright. This is interesting. Blur means he doesn't want me to come close, so I'm not going to be pulled into this zone most likely, but I will guard with my wizard, and then that'll be the end of the round. Alright, good news everyone. This turn I calculated my mana so that we can cast the 3 spells that I prepared. How about it? We're putting out a Gorgon Spear Thrower. Not a bad creature. Regen 1 is always nice. And more weak tokens is nice. It can move and attack. Yeah, this is a great creature. I don't hate it. It's a pirate now, so the Siren might like it. I am green and I am not first quick casting, I think. Do I prioritize Enchanter's Wardstone or the Leather Helmet? Probably the Wardstone, just in case he's got a Seeking Dispel this turn. It may be a thing. Well, if he does, that'll be the Hoodwink. We want that to happen. So yeah, good. Actions phase. Then we should prioritize the Leather Helmet. Now the question is, should I start running backwards? I think so. We might be pulled or like teleported at some point. No reason to have the mage forward right now while I'm still getting stuff ready. By the way, he cast a Leather Chaussées in the quick cast phase. Then I move my mage back here. We will cast the Leather Helmet. He is going to guard with his Tidecaller. Good. Then we add Vance with the Lightning Raptor, now guarding the Gorgon Archer. He is summoning a frost elemental that will start to melt unless prevented, and he is not preventing it this turn. So now he is on the clock to do something, and then we are wanting to sit back for now anyway, because his stuff is dying. So, and he didn't do anything to prevent it this turn, but that's not true. He still has Naya available. He might be able to enchant it here. That is what is happening indeed, with a deep freeze, I think. He is not revealing it yet. Let's see if he does. We will continue the recording here into the upkeep phase. There's a thing happening. I will put a mana on my gate. Reveals deep freeze, indeed. Alright, cool. So the frost elemental is now not melting. And that is the end of the round. We are in the deployment phase. I am putting out my Jade Gremlin, the trademark Keejchen creature. Jade John Douche. Of course, he had to go in the deck, at least one of them. And it's not a bad creature in this scenario. He's got mostly melee creatures. It's nice for that. And he will need to spend some sort of ranged ability in order to effectively kill it. We can double move and dispel, or we can teleportation scroll and move the archer down here and then take a shot. Whichever benefits us the most at the end of this round. So we'll just let it slide for now. Naya spends her action marker first, and we'll put a Shallow Sea forward here. That is very interesting. Yes, you know, he might not want to advance to the zone, but maybe he does. We'll see. 3 creatures for him, 4 for me, so I cannot pass. I will... I will Lightning Raptor and just guard again. So letting it be done there. I kind of want to see what he does with one of his creatures here. Could be tempted to advance with the Lightning Raptor, but then it might be pulled into the sea, and that's not ideal. By the Siren's Call, I mean. Next round, obviously, but still. It's not yet at 5 tokens. So next turn it'll be at 4, and the turn after that it will be at 5, and then we're ready to punch stuff. Even if it's in the sea with the charge token here, I would go up to 6 dice and then down to 5 again in here, and that, I think, would be worth it in most cases, against most creatures. He does advance with the Frost Elemental, so now we can shoot at it with the Gorgon Archer without having to move her first. So that's kind of interesting. He guards with the Deep Freeze. He changes his mind and might want to guard with the Frost Elemental instead. He does indeed. Yeah, good. And he can still cast a spell, so... I will have to pose the question. Done. He gives it for free. Oh, and I can also move and dispel. Alright. So I will move my mage forward now. Come in here. Just put down the teleportation scroll. Also a new card, by the way. Super cool. Maybe a bit too powerful. I would maybe think that it should be friendly creatures only. But it's just been released. 5 mana though is really cheap when you consider a lesser teleport costs 2 mana. This one is 2 spellbook points, so it's more expensive and takes up an equipment slot, obviously, but yeah. It's definitely a really good equipment. Might want to increase the mana cost, or yeah, make it friendly only is one of my pitches. Not a necessity, but just something to consider. The Siren will advance, so now we have the tempting opportunity to shoot at her with the Gorgon Archer. Obviously, that is what he wants. There might be a reverse attack in here. So I might want to poke her with the Gorgon Spear Thrower first. I'll gain a mana on the Gate of Voltari for that spell cast. Do I go down here with the Gorgon Spear Thrower? I think I do. And we will poke the Siren. Three attack dice are being rolled. And it does seem to connect. There's no weak. It's 8+, and we roll a 6. He pays 3 mana to reveal Rhino Hide, and so he will regen most of that without too much of an effort. I'm really hoping for a weak token, though, on the Siren. This is why we're doing it. Primarily, he only adds 1 damage because he also has leather pants. Alright, so he had 3 armor for that shot. Here comes a card for the Show-Steep Tidecaller. That might be a, what's it called, Ballad of Courage? No, it can't be. No, he doesn't have the mana. Alright, that would have been bad if he had one-shot this Spear Thrower. And it guards back here, so not advancing. Alright. Yeah. Do we shoot the Siren to land that weak token? I think we do. Just having that 1 on her makes a difference. But of course we roll a 1 instead of landing 1. And 2 damage though, so nothing, but... Did he cast a spell? He did indeed. And for the final action in the round, I will dispel the Deep Freeze and allow the Frost Elemental to slowly degrade into nothingness. And that'll be the end of the round. And in the deployment phase, yeah, I will put out the Stone Gaze Basilisk, because he is in the range of it, and, you know, we put it in the deck, gotta use it. Don't gotta use it, but want to use it. And that is the end of the deployment phase. That leaves me with 6 mana, Circle of Lightning, Giant Size, and of course Teleportation Scroll and Time Dilation as available spells this turn. We have first Quick Cast phase, and I am not going to Quick Cast. Let's see if he does the Siren's Call. He did not. Alright, and he can go and punch the Gorgon Spear Thrower straight up. So we might want to just move it backwards here. It is an option. We do not want to move it up here. If anything, it would go down here or over there. I think back this way. We skirmished. We poked the Siren only to check if there was a reverse attack or block or something like that. And then she did her purpose. She will go backwards. Not up here, as this is tsunami territory. Naya is advancing, casting another Shallow Sea, casting it in the other center zone. So now he's made a nice little river here. The river strat. I've never called it that before or heard anyone call it that, but why not? I'll coin that. Why not? The river strat. It's building a river through the board. I love it. All right. I do still want to land a weak token on the Siren. Like a fish in the water, indeed. All right, let's shoot at that Siren, get that weak token. Yes, I think we landed 1. We just need to roll a 4, and this is a 6. And some damage too, which is always nice. So we are counteracting the regen from the water. And a nice juicy weak token on that Siren. Siren is a good mage for punching people, so that I like. Siren is advancing. All right, he is very brave. Come at me, sir, I say. And he is, removing the Wisp-Willow Amulet? Oh, he is siphoning energy off of the Wisp-Willow Amulet. Nice move. So he heals his mage. Costs him 2 mana, but I lose a mana from losing. I would say, nice. That's honestly really cool. Now, I do have a lot of stuff with Dissipate tokens on them, though, so it might have been nice for him to save that spell specifically against this mage for other things. Just something to keep in mind, since, of course, since timetable is a thing. Regardless, though, a good play. And that is a spell, so it will give me a mana as well. All right, so he gives me a mana in the same thing, I suppose. All right, now the Jade Gremlin can go and punch him. I would like to punch the Frost Elemental instead, though. I have not brought any healing whatsoever for my mage. This is something that I am realizing in this very moment. So how about I go hide in the corner a bit and enchant myself with a little something here to make myself less of an attractive target. This is not a Keejchen thing to do. Which may, sometimes doing something unexpected can be nice, I suppose. He's gonna expect me to heal. Fan and I have known each other for years. I don't really know his playstyle, if I'm honest. I have played him a handful of times at least, but I don't know if I could say that he does one thing in particular. I seem to remember that our games are fun, but I think that of most Mage Wars games. So, Frost Elemental is being targeted by a card, but it didn't have an effect. Siren tries to enchant Frost Elemental. It is not very effective. Might be a broken enchant. Some of them are. Okay, he's thinking. There are a lot of automation stuff that is currently not super functional, but you can, of course, always just manual things. I'm just letting him know that it might be a bad thing, like a thing that the game thinks is not okay, even though it should be allowed. Giant size could be fun on the Jade Gremlin, but also on the Lightning Raptor. This is a tough choice. Not so much on the Gorgon Spear Thrower because it doesn't have a melee attack, but either one of these would benefit greatly from the giant size. The Lightning Raptor is already a very juicy target, so that's why I'm thinking about not putting the giant size on it. Having the Jade Gremlin roll 2 more dice while being almost, effectively impervious to melee attacks is pretty cool. Frost Elemental is being teleported forwards. Okay. We've got guards in both places. He might go for this one, but it's going to heal. It could be one shot. All right, he's going for it. All right. Yeah. Not a bad play. He was maybe thinking about teleporting my mage here. No, don't one-shot it. I suppose it has a decent chance. If it gets the 2 freeze tokens, that's 4 damage, and then he just needs to roll 4 with 5 dice, which is very likely. Yeah, so I'd say there's more than a 50% chance-ish. Nah, maybe 40%. Oh, but he got it. That's definitely a kill. Very dead. Does the automation catch that? It does not. Okay. I was just checking to see whether or not the game would recognize that it was indeed destroyed. Ouch. Yeah. And it's still melting. But now it's threatening my mage and he has initiative next turn. I can teleport it away with the teleportation scrolls. Yeah. That's kind of funny, just teleport it down here. But I can do that next turn in the quick cast phase, which I think is worth more. So let's put the giant's eyes. I think it goes on the raptor, if I'm honest. To keep the raptor for longer, since it hits so hard, it's going to be great. Unfortunately, we cannot reveal it this turn. We cannot afford it. Yeah. Done. Oh, Wait. That was QC. So I will attack him with the Jade Gremlin. Fists. And 0 damage going in. Done. Alright. The shows the tight collar is of course advancing, and then we shall go and punch the Siren with the Lightning Raptor. Electric Bite. Dealing no damage but a stagger. And stagger works on spells, I believe. Yeah, -2 to all attacks. Nice. Did he cast 2 spells this turn? He must have, because there's no cards over here. So 1 more mana on the gate. And that, I think, is the end of the round. We are in the first quick cast phase, because I didn't deploy. I put a Darkfin Hydra here just as a bluff. We have Time Temple and Stormdrake Hide in hand. First quick cast phase is not being used by the Siren, so then it will be used by me. I'll use Teleportation Scrolls on you here for 2 mana, moving him down here. Delaying him for another round for an attack here, and also effectively dealing 2 damage to him. He's got 23 maximum health, so in your zone, you may pay 1 target in this zone to a target zone at range 1. I did not realize. Alright. Hold your horses. What then? Alright, that makes it weaker than I thought it was. I thought it was a range 1 cast to a target zone at range 1. So I could teleport myself over here, obviously, but then he's going to hit the Lightning Raptor, so defeats the purpose of denying him his attack. Do we want it to hit the Lightning Raptor then? Wait, I can make it slow. This is the time dilation token here. This is much better, honestly. Making him slow. Yeah. Yeah, using your mage's abilities, how about it? Trying to learn the new mage, and this is why it's good. This is a really nice ability for this exact reason. 1 mana to deny the Frost Elemental its attack is very much worth it, and it didn't cost me anything. I didn't even need the teleportation scroll for that. Alright, and an actions phase then. He has initiative still. Battle for Courage is being revealed on the Showstep Tide Caller, and is it going to punch the Lightning Raptor? Probably. What else would it punch, right? So that is an amount of dice. He's got initiative, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. Yeah, and we might need to reveal the giant size, but we won't if we don't, unless we really have to. The attack is cancelled. He might be waiting for me to reveal something, which is very kind of him. He's cancelling it again. Okay. Oh, probably because it doesn't return the right amount of dice. 8. I think. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So just do a manual roll. Go for it. 8. Oof. A 1-shot again. Alright, that is exactly the 9 health that it has. So I will reveal giant size, obviously. And deal the 9 damage to it. Unfortunate. That's 3 mana to save it. It's not, it's not worth it. So it is not worth it, however, to extend the dissipate token on this one, I think. Well, if I don't, then he's not going to attack it. But then I might drop Time Temple at the end of next round where if he doesn't attack, then Lightning Raptor and then extend it. Right? Yeah, I think I'll do that. So, because he thinks it's gonna die automatically in 2 turns. Anyway, before he does anything to it here, I will punch. Well, what are we punching at this point? There could be the Show Steep Tide Caller. We are punching with. Oh, right. Oh, nice. Yeah, I get to Counter-Strike. Amazing. I forgot it gets the Counter-Strike trait. That's why it's so cool. 5 plus 2 minus 1 is 6. Yeah, it's calculating the 6. Good. But not nearly the same amount of damage for him. 4 damage going in and another stagger. Perfect. Stagger's nice. Then what? And then it is still activating. I could go punch Naya. That'll cost him a mana for the blur, but he's got 17, so he might not care. I could just try to finish off the Tide Caller, and that is very tempting. I don't think Stagger stacks, but it might. It might. Yeah, I think the Stagger stacks, in fact. So let's punch it again. Maybe kill it. Ooh, and we did. Yeah, that would have been another one shot. Big swings being thrown around here. Nice. Done. All right, that was a big turn of events for me. His Frost Elemental is being denied. The Short Steep Tide Caller died, well, in 2 swings, but one of them he gave me for free, and my Lightning Raptor sitting at 9 is going to be very tempting for him to leave it alone and not deal the 5 damage. And that is going to mean that it will live, because then I drop Time Temple next turn, which means I'm dropping Stormdrake Hide this turn probably. He removes the rewind, puts it over here. Perfect. He says he's done. Good. So we can either shoot at the Frost Elemental or shoot at the Siren. Naya is not an option. But the Jade Gremlin can go and punch Siren, Naya, and it might, if it just lands a hit, it'll cost him a mana for the blur. It did not. But if it is hit by an attack, this should still cost 1 mana, I think, because it is considered a hit. And he did pay it, so the automation agrees with me at least. And he agrees. Good. The automation is not a trustworthy source, so I'm happy that he also agrees. All right. And that's kind of funny. I think I'll just let the gremlin sit there and punch his Naya every turn, just to cost him a mana. Meanwhile, we could either shoot at the Frost Elemental or the Siren. We need to tap the Frost Elemental with a hit at some point. Otherwise, it's never going to die. Like, we've got, I don't want to calculate it, 8 turns, I think, until it dies. We might want to speed up that process a bit. But the weeks on the Siren would be so nice. So with the cripple, all kinds of good stuff could happen to the Siren. I'll try to cripple her, I think, with the paralysis beam from the Stonegaze Basilisk. We do it. We got a cripple on the Siren. She's weakened, crippled, staggered. Poor Siren. So now she cannot move from that zone. She might not have wanted to, but now she can't. She might have wanted to move and dissolve, or move and retreat. I don't know, but, well, I think I would stay there if anyway. She says sec doorbell. All right, we will pause until he's back. And we're back. Siren is spending a quick cast marker. Siren's calling the Gorgon Archer. All right, yeah, probably a smart call here. That does give me a mana on the gate, but still denies the Gorgon Archer its attack for this turn. Oh yeah, right. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, so I should have shot with the Gorgon first and then. Hoodwink. Hood. That is a spell. I was checking before. The Siren's Call is considered a spell. So the Hoodwink will give me 3 mana back for him targeting the Gorgon Archer with a spell. Got him. And Sawdust here. Knapmaster has also a heal, I think. So we got some of the big names here. All right, and we got a spell coming down. It is a Tide Elemental joining the fray. All right. Scary. Siren removes a stagger, yeah. And then he will have to roll for the cripple. 7+ to remove, so he does not remove the cripple. Perfect. And the Gorgon Archer will move in, give him back the Siren's Call. No, it will not. It will wait because it might be attacked by Naya. Instead, we will. I was gonna move over here or down here, cast the armor, but now with the extra elemental, not so sure. I do have initiative next turn, but I want to punch first with the Lightning Raptor or move the Gorgon Archer. The thing is, I want a time temple either here or there, right? So I cannot stay in the corner if that is to be the case. I need to either put it here then or there next turn. And this is not bad. This is bad. I think this is best. So we are moving in that direction. Could still see a tsunami play sometime. I would rather not, but what can you do? I will get down the Stormdrake Hide, getting some more armor on my mage. That is always nice. And we do have the Circle of Lightning, so I hope everything will be alright. And the extra mana for the Hoodwink will be quite nice to have. Then we'll say done here. We'll also be able to deploy something big from the Gate to Voltari. Devouring Jelly seems like it might be a play, especially if you move the Tide Elemental up. Yeah, that seems a nice idea. The Gargoyle Sentry secondary, and Astrovidado, I do want him. The idea is to cast Astrovidado and then give him the Temporal Aid, flipping his lightning and full action attacks so that he can fly and also use the Toxic Spines or fly and use the Poison Stinger. And that's kind of cool, I think, right? That I think would be worth it. We can also do something like Temporal Aid on one of his creatures next turn, like the Tide Elemental, making this a full attack might be worth it. Levitation is an option that is being considered, but Levitation sort of requires me to use the Time Temple to be super effective. So, back and forth. And stuff. He says, and that is fine, understandable. Naya here has a very interesting option of either going to guard or punching the Lightning Raptor. Both would be good plays here. He must know that the Timey Tendril in existence is a very tempting to use on the giant size for me. And so it is likely to happen, right? And she would roll 4 dice. It will get it would counterstrike. So no, absolutely do not attack it with Naya. What am I saying? Then the card on her, he has 3 mana left only. So Jade Gremlin is being targeted. Oh, he's making me spend a mana on that. Ah, glorious. No, pay a mana. She does not have unavoidable on her attack. All good. Automation's fault. But we're paying to keep the Jade Gremlin, obviously. So then it is the Gorgon's Archer's move. It will move down here. Give him back the Siren's Call, and that'll be the end of the round. Alright, we're in the deployment phase. Koshu joins the audience, and I thought it prudent to mention, in case you're wondering why there's not 8 mana here, that the mana shard can give mana to the mage, and yet that is usually better, because this is also mana for the mage, but this is, you can use the mana on the mage for everything, but this is only for creatures. No reason to dedicate it to creatures specifically, when you can do the other thing. Something that Knapmaster actually has hammered into my head by doing it repeatedly. We will deploy a blue gremlin. I know I was talking about a bigger creature, but I need the mana for other stuff, so it'll just be a blue gremlin using the mana, and we need more flesh on the field. So like that, first quick cast phase. That makes it my action here. I am going to do Thunderstorm in this zone here, but it'll be on the Frost Elemental, so no need to show my hand right now. Let's see if he does anything to the Lightning Raptor here. Otherwise, it will punch. What do we punch with it, though? I think we punch the Frost Elemental as well. Using the big hit here. Yes. Hoping also for stagger tokens on these 2 creatures so that we take less damage on the Gorgon Archer. That is a nice hit. This is 10 damage and a stagger token. Very nice hits from the Lightning Raptor here. Perfect. It staggers about. Ouch, he says here. 10. Putting up to 16. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Not done. I will then quick cast the Thunderstorm. Oh, but it doesn't attack now. Oh. Doesn't attack now. Pillar polluted me. Right, in my mind this one would attack right now because that's what Pillar does. But that's not how the Thunderstorm works. The Frost Elemental is leaving the zone, alright? And punching the Stonegaze Basilisk. Alright, with a stagger token on it, that's going to be 3 dice and then some freeze tokens. That's fine. Wow. Unfortunate. 1 damage going in on my Stonegaze Basilisk. That is sad. It does have 2 armor, so 1 damage I think was average, but he was hoping for some freeze. Yeah. Is he gonna come up here with all that stuff? That might be nice for me. Surely this one will want to attack in the zone here, though, on the Gorgon. The Gorgon can shoot at Naya, which is what I'm currently thinking. Yeah. Denying him a mana and also getting weak tokens on Naya, who can do normal attacks. Dealing 3 damage and a weak token. Good stuff. And he pays 1 mana for Blur. And this is a calculated move of the Thunderstorm. He cannot leave with his Mage currently, and I'm hoping that he will try to use his Mage before I use the Stonegaze Basilisk, and it will continue to cripple him inside the Thunderstorm, or at least attempt that. Right. Oh, and here's a Surging Wave Swell for my new blue gremlin. That was probably for the Jade Gremlin, but now goes on the blue gremlin. He did it incorrectly from Naya. But here he goes and does it right from his Mage, so all is well. 2 damage going in and nothing else. Okay, he's low rolling this turn. 2 was average, but he would have liked the push at least, which is 7 up, so I'm still low rolling it, but yeah, not that far off. Because it has joined the game again. Alright. So, Jade Gremlin, I think, will attack Naya. Now she's got damage on her too, so now it's even more tempting to stave off her healing and maybe even kill her at some point. So we continue to push with the Jade Gremlin, giving him, costing him more mana there. Done. And he's not punching the Lightning Raptor. Currently, there's one Dissipate token on this giant size. He's thinking that it's going to die on its own. And the Tidal Elemental is leaving. I didn't think it would. Alright, he's going for the Stone Gaze Basilisk again. He does get a nice hit on it that turn and a stagger token. Alright. And he is quick casting something. But no, he does not quick cast. Okay. I have the Stone Gaze Basilisk and my Mage. Yeah, he's going to Siren's Call, the Stone Gaze, I think. But that's fine. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, what are the chances to cripple anyway, right? And now that I'm revealing my hand and showing that I have the Time Temple, he might punch the Lightning Raptor, but then the Lightning Raptor is going to counterstrike. I just wanted him to spend the Tidal Elemental first, and he did. So this is working out just as it should. We put the Time Temple in the corner here. We won't use it yet. If he punches the Lightning Raptor now and kills it, there would be no reason, right, to do it. And we say done. So what does a smart Siren do now? He's got 14 mana. That is enough for a Tsunami, but there's not really a great Tsunami target. No, it's not the Tsunami. So it could be an attack spell still, and the punch is not that interesting. He's got a weak token on him. It really can't be worth it. Yeah. I'm not sure. What would you do in the Siren spot right now? I think he does have a chance of winning this game. It is definitely still in the cards. You just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. But it's a tricky spot that he's in. He says he's thinking, and that's never a problem. Mage Wars is a thinking game. Here comes a card from the Siren. It is a full action summon another Tidal Elemental. Yeah, I think that is a good play. I like that. Sure. And then he is probably with 2 mana. You got a Siren's Call, the Stone's Gaze Battlist to just deny the cripple, I think. Maybe not. Well, he didn't do it. Roll for cripple. You cripple. You. And he failed. Yeah. Alright, so then I don't have to shoot at him with 1 die. My staggered Stone Gaze Basilisk is not rolling a lot of dice, but we can still do 2 to the Frost Elemental, 2 dice. And we can remove his stagger there. Yeah. Or the Tidal Elemental. Since the Frost one is dying on its own, it's gonna go to 18. If I punch it, it might not live for the next round. So I am gonna punch the Frost, speed up its death just a little bit more. Yeah, dealing 1 damage to it. I think that, yeah, making it an uneven number, effectively taking 1 turn off of its life. Good stuff. Done. I will put a mana on my gate for the 1 spell that he cast. Oh, and when I will also use the Time Temple, obviously. Here. There for 1 mana. Done. Another spell is being cast here from the Siren. It is an enchantment onto the Stonegaze Basilisk. Okay. With 4 health on it, I wonder what could be worth. Oh, he might have the Frost Trap. That would kill it. So that's kind of interesting if that is what it is. Okay. That would be a really good use of it. And that is the end of the round. Oh, but I do want to keep you guys around because whenever a token is removed from the thunderstorm, it gets to do an attack. And I will do that onto this Tide Elemental here. Might as well show you guys that. So, here we go. Hoping for the stagger, obviously. Does it not do anything? It might not have its attack automated. I think it has to be manual. Octagon's being a bit slow here. As long as you don't crash, I don't care what you do. That is a decent hit, 2 critical, which is all that works on the Tide Elemental because it is resilient. And then 5 up is a stagger. Very nice. And then it rolled automatically, I think. It was just slow. Same result. Alright, planning phase. Deployment phase, but I am not deploying anything. It was a bluff. It was a devouring jelly, so I hope it doesn't destroy the gate, but unlikely. First quick cast phase, and it is his initiative. And we do see a spell come out. I have Dispel Wand and Lightning Strike in hand. There's a Dispel for my giant size. Yeah, alright. And here the Enchanter's Warstone finally doing something. That means the Lightning Raptor is gone. Yeah. We had to know that it would happen, right? So, I wasn't sure, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I think that's a great move, and it does give me a mana here. But I think excellent value out of Lightning Raptor, Giant Size, Time Temple combo, so I'm not mad about it. First quick cast phase still, and I will then, I think removing the Frost Elemental in this action is worth it. So Lightning Strike. Oh, he's got an enchantment on the Stonegaze Basilisk. Huh, how about that? Yeah, we'll try anyway. Nullify? So then melee +1. And we punch the Frost Elemental with 5 dice, 79% chance of killing it. Denying him the 5 dice attack this turn with freeze and everything, which would most likely have killed the Stonegaze Basilisk, so I'll take that. Indeed, it happened. And done. End of the first quick phase. So now we are in the actions phase. And what's he gonna do? I'm sure he's gonna kill this Stonegaze Basilisk. Nothing else really makes sense to me. Why did he gain a melee +1? Good question. Brain fart. Why did I think that he would go to 5 dice with that? Oh lord, alright. For some reason I thought Lightning Strike defaulted your attack to 5 dice. I'm not sure where I'm getting that from. 2 and stun then. Oh well, we should take the effect roll from the first, I think. And daze then. 19. So 21. It had 4 health remaining. which means it's gonna die in the upkeep phase, and it's going to get a day's token right now, so hopefully it whiffs the attack, and then it'll still be worth it for me. But that was, I don't know where that came from. Huh. Whoopsie. Is there an attack that defaults your attack to 5 dice? I can't. I'm not sure. Anyway, don't dwell on it. Here comes the Frost Elemental. Oh boy. He's punching the blue gremlin. He rolls to miss and misses. Okay, good. It would have tried to dodge, but then of course it gets punched by the other 2 elementals. So that was an interesting attack there. I like it. For the potential of it. I do wonder why he didn't attack the Stone Gaze, and what might this enchantment be. But for now, we will do what? What are we planning this turn? For some reason, I put all my faith in the Lightning Raptor, and with it gone, I sort of lost my train of thought here. Stonegaze Basilisk could gain the +1 with fast and +1 attack, and then move an attack down here. But why would I? Really, I could move on guard with my mage. That is very tempting. We have the Circle of Lightning. Yeah, move on guard with mage here. Done. And he must be tempted to strike my mage at some point. Here comes an elemental, the Tide. The Tide cometh. And he is punching into the Circle of Lightning with a staggered creature. Couldn't be much better for me. This is the optimal. You will deal 1 damage to me, yes, and I will reveal Circle of Lightning. It should automate that back then. He did stagger me, so we are only countering with 1 die. Nothing seems to be happening. We'll give it a sec. Manual, I guess. So, 1 die. 0 damage, because it is a resilient creature, and no days or stun, so that's unfortunate. And then I will counter with 1 die as well. But it's still 2 dice. Right. For some reason, I thought this was a 1 die attack, but that's the holy defense barrier or damage barrier. So we deal 1 damage. Nice. We take those, and then that was his action attacking into me. Now we have an attack. I think I should shoot at Naya. Yeah. Yeah, I'll shoot. Oh, we should shoot with the Stonegaze Basilisk, maybe? Or attack with it onto this Tidal Elemental that is most wounded. Since we're being attacked by another Tidal Elemental here, and it might finish off the Stonegaze Basilisk, so I think it is prudent to make the attack. 6% kill chance is very low, but we have another attack coming this turn. There's the Frost Trap. Alright. When this creature activates, so then it dies. That's why he wasn't attacking into it. Makes sense. I don't think I've ever seen that one used before, so I wasn't really sure exactly how it worked. I knew it was 2 freeze conditions, but the exact reveal conditions was escaping me. Alright, he's taking out all my creatures. And I'm done then. He's now attacking the blue gremlin, yeah. Blue gremlin will use its defense. And it fails. And takes 4 damage, but still alive with 1 HP. Okay. Yikes. We are not doing well here. Not doing well at all. Oh, and I don't have mana to put a Dissipate token on the Thunderstorm now because of the Circle of Lightning. I think you moved twice now. That was your move, though. Am I missing something? You punched Mage after the guard. Yeah. Alright, just a small confusion there, that's fine. What is the odds of him taking out the blue gremlin with his next action here? I say existent, as in there is a chance that he does it, so let's just use the gremlin while we can. Attacking Untitled Elemental, dealing 0 damage. Okay, the Brazilian's paying off for him here. The infinite armor. Alright, I needed a short bio break there, so we are back on track. The Jade Gremlin is being targeted by Naya with probably another spell. No, oh, but I have no mana, so I cannot protect the poor little gremlin. It survived the attack, though. As Jade Gremlins often do. They are immortal. Immortal! And he cannot attack it again this turn, so it is safe. Good, I gotta start saving some mana up here. Also for Time Temple and stuff like that. So, anyway, we are punching Naya in the face here. And this will count as a hit, so dealing 0 damage doesn't really matter, it's fine. Costing him 1 mana. He is strapped for mana now, so I think it is worth it. Nothing's happening there, automation doesn't trigger, but... Oh, okay, he is removing the blur, that's fine. Yeah. I'll take that result. Lesser teleport being cast on the Siren. Oh, okay, so then the Thunderstorm will have to attack the Gorgon Archer, right? That's kind of funny. I like it, and it does give me a mana on the gate. Do I lose cripple now? No. But roll. And he does get rid of it through the 10 roll, rolling above 7. Now we can shoot at him with a Gorgon Archer, which is tempting. He's still healing, of course, but another weak token wouldn't be out of the way. Otherwise, it's the Tide Elemental, which I would really like to remove one of these guys with attacks, and then we will either... I think I'll levitate the other one and just make it levitate forever with the Time Temple. Because that's the thing you can do. So, I don't know, man. I think we shoot at the Tide Elemental first here. Oh, we're getting less dice inside the Thunderstorm here. Oh, okay. I'll move over here instead. Right, well... See, I might get staggered in here, and then it's less dice anyway, and even more less dice, 3 and then 2, 3 and no, then only 1 next turn. No, we gotta move out of the Thunderstorm. And I don't want to move up here, obviously, so we are moving that away. in here might not be the worst. That's the thing. That is the thing. Since I'm deploying a Devouring Jelly or the Darkfin Hydra in here, you know? So, yeah. Like that. Final quick cast phase, and nothing is happening there, so that it will be the end of the round. We are in the deployment phase here, and I am putting out a Devouring Jelly finally to deter him from wanting to be in this zone. First quick cast phase, we have Levitation and Temporal Aid in hand, and I would like to levitate this Tide Elemental this turn. Let's see if we get away with it. I have initiative, and I won't be using it right now. Actions phase, alright, I can do it now then. Yeah, why not? Levitation on you. This one is not automated because it's new, obviously, so like this, and then a total of 3 mana to reveal this one. 2 for the enchantment and 1 for the reveal, indeed. And then actions phase, let's see. Yeah, that's a quick cast, and then I guard with my mage. Done. And that's a fun play anyway. I hope a good one too. We'll see soon enough. He might. Siren's Call the Gorgon Archer now, and I would have liked to give her temporal aid. This will probably happen in one of the following turns, so that she can move and attack. She can't move and shoot at the Siren when she Siren's Call, because that's the clause on the Siren's Call. Or does it say melee? May not attack her, the Siren. So, yeah, you can't, even if you're Siren's Call and can move and attack, you can't move and shoot at her. But I could move and shoot at Naya or one of the Tide Elementals, so it would be an attack gained. And here is a Tsunami, and I just saved his Tide Elemental from being hit by this. Alright, that's fun. Nice. Going west, obviously, yeah. Cool. And from Naya. And unboosted. But yeah, he's gonna kill the Gremlin, of course, and he's not hitting. Oh, the Tide Elemental was immune to it anyway. Going to hit the gate first with what? 3 dice? 3 dice. Dealing 3 damage here on the gate. Now, I mostly don't care about this, I think. I think we're gonna be fine. It will do some damage, and it'll kill the blue gremlin, like I said, so it's not useless for him, but it's not gonna be super effective. We gotta remember, though, that I can't heal my mage, and so that is kind of scary. Push west, yep. He does have an option. Blue gremlin, unlikely to live here, and it didn't. Yep. Should have maybe moved that one first, but where would you have moved it? 4 damage on the Gorgon Archer. That is 3 because of the armor, and a push. You could choose not to push it underneath the guard, which may be the better choice here. Yeah, he's thinking about it, pushing it into the wall then. It's tricky because it would be hit over here by the Tsunami attack as well, you know. So, you should have pushed the Devouring Jelly first and then attacked the Gorgon Archer. He could have chosen the order. And then if the Devouring Jelly gets pushed, you don't push the Gorgon, and vice versa. If the Devouring Jelly does not get pushed, you push the Gorgon Archer, right? She goes west. And the Devouring Jelly. 1 damage and a push. So now you push that one into the wall. No, he pushes it west. Okay. And yeah, he did hit everything here. The Enchanted Wardstone, I would really like for you to not destroy it. Okay, but he didn't. He didn't do damage to it even, so that's nice. Gorgon Archer could be in trouble here if he rolls really well. Another 3 and no push. Then the Mage. I'm at 3 damage currently. But we take 0 damage and no push. And then this guy needs a bath. He takes 2 damage from it. And a push, so that'll be another 3 dice. Yeah, they don't like being washed, those guys, as you might imagine. The wall push, though, they don't care about that kind of stuff. 0 damage from that. Alright. So, not a lot of effect out of that play, if I'm honest. And having pushed the Gorgon Archer into the wall here would have been much nicer. Second to last roll was for Mage Wall Bash. But I was not pushed. Oh, wait. Oh. My bad. Right. So, Sistarran Visit, then 2 damage for me, and then 2 less for the Devouring Jelly, and it is Wall Bashed. Bash. Yeah. Yeah. 3 dice, and 1 more damage for him. Alright. The damage on me is the worst. Hopefully he would reveal Regen at some point and I can steal the Regen from him. That would be nice. Oh, jeez. Okay, so still not really worth it for him, I think. But we will shoot at this Tide Elemental from here now. Dealing 2 damage. Done. He can kill the Jade Gremlin this turn. Let's see if he realizes. Because obviously I'm going to use the Time Temple on the Levitation. But no, but that's only level 1, so I can afford both. Good. Yeah, I only have 2 mana, so I thought it would be 2 mana to extend the Levitation, but no. Good stuff. That was my neighbors knocking things over. The Tide Elemental guards in the air, which I suppose it can. Yes, sure, but it doesn't land. The only way to get a flying guard. It won't do much. But I suppose he would counter against the flying creature trying to melee attack him. Why not? We have to, in this action, spend the Time Temple to look at this guy and go, hey, do you want another Dissipate? Keep flying, sir. That costs me 1 mana, and then my Jade Gremlin will attack. There's no reason to attack his Mage. We'll try to keep the damage on Naya there. Dealing 1 damage. And done. The Jade Gremlin go. Jade Gremlin power. Now what's he gonna do with the Tide Elemental? I wonder. I want to cast this Spark Elemental too, but it kind of needs the Time Temple, and now the Time Temple is dedicated to the Levitate. So, one thing about the Time Temple, we can only really maintain one Dissipate thing at a time, right? So, I tried not to overload my deck with Dissipate stuff. I just want to have one thing going at all times. It just came to me that I might want to have a Channel Rage in here. And then give myself some different choices for what to use the Dissipate with the Dissipate, right? But there might be some spells that it might be prudent to have more versions of. Not sure what that would be. Levitation is a nice one. It's only one level spell point as well, so it's honestly really good. He leaves his Shadow Sea here and comes into my Gate to Voltari. Exciting. I might try to go for the gate at this point, and I still have stuff to summon from it, so that's not a useless play. Siren is spending its quick cast marker. He might be... No, he's got 3 mana, so Siren's Call, maybe? Or an enchantment. He says, humph. He might not want to give me the 1 mana for the Siren's Call. What did he spend his mana on? The Tsunami. Pah. Yeah, I totally didn't forget. And he is casting a spell on my mage here. Force push, pushing me away so that he might get at the Gorgon Archer with the Tide Elemental. I suspect that's happening. Yeah. Okay. I can use the teleportation scrolls to get myself back in here and guarding next turn. He deals 3 damage to it, and it'll regen for 2, so then it'll be at 7 with 13 health. Unlikely to die. Do I have anything that can protect it? Nullify, Jinx. Jinx on his mage might be prudent. End of the actions phase. Well, we gain a mana on the gate, and then, yeah, I think that is the end of the round. We skip the deployment phase because I don't have enough mana to do any sort of deployment there. He's not first quick casting. I will then. I will target myself with the teleportation scrolls. Take 3 mana back. No. Up to 9. And move myself up into the zone in order to guard the Gorgon Archer. And then actions phase. So he will need to spend at least a spell to kill the Gorgon Archer. Like pushing my guard away again, or an attack spell. And even then he might need 2 attack spells. Or push and then an attack. But then I move back in on guard again. So it's tricky for him to kill it right now. And yeah, the Siren itself is weakened, so getting her to attack, not likely to do much. He's got 12 mana. It's definitely possible with a push, attack, then Force Hammer maybe, or similar. And the Gorgon Archer does not have lots of armor, so could also be a swell with a push into the wall for 6 dice total with his 2 armor, but still good odds. The Tide Elemental is spending its action and moving away. Okay. So I think we have successfully defended the Gorgon Archer. And he denies the attack from the jelly, of course, by moving away. With Jinx and Mana Vampirism in hand. Mana Vampirism was for the Devouring Jelly, but really I was gonna guard, so maybe we just Jinx the Mage, I don't know. But we can shoot with her first, with the Gorgon Archer. And now he moved the Tide Elemental into shooting range, so I think we should finish that one off. 33% chance of that happening. We deal 1 damage, but another weak, and that's honestly great. But no, what am I saying? Because this is an attack on the mental, not the mage. 1 more damage to it is not a lot. Jade Gremlin will... I don't know if it's going to do anything. It's going to punch the Naya. Why not? No. Let's go and try to punch the title mental next turn. Abandon Naya. If I can get an attack on one of these 2 creatures with the Devouring Jelly, the Elemental or the Siren, then I would punch the Siren in order to reduce her armor with the corrodes. That would be my preference here. And of course the teleportation scroll could have been used to teleport the Devouring Jelly in, but I already used those, so can't have it now. And I think I got a regard anyway, just to make sure that the Gorgon Archer has a guaranteed... Well, at least he needs to spend another spell next turn as well, and can't just move in and attack with the Tidal Elemental. Back and forth, but I'm fairly sure that that is the right play to do. Here comes a Naya move. Should have waited for her to do a thing, so we could have moved and attacked her. That's always the thing. Do you wait or do you move now? But the 2 damage on her healing doesn't really matter. And she guards, so not like she's impacting the game a whole lot here. Not moving the Devouring Jelly is the right play, because then it just gets punched, even though she's weakened. So we guard with the Mage. And now we want to see the Siren move. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Siren. Oh. No pun intended. Siren spends blue action marker and is moving away. Alright. Coward. Yellow belly. Jade Gremlin is attacked. I spent a mana. And he says done. I move the Devouring Jelly over. And I will readjust the levitation so that we can see the dissipate tokens for 1 mana. And that'll be the end of the round for me. But he still has a quick cast here available. I think we go for Darkfin Hydra before Astrovidado. And the funny thing though, the Tidal Elemental can punch my Astrovidado or the Gargoyle Sentry as they come in here, because he's flying in that zone. Isn't that funny? I did not think about that when I was levitating the Tidal Elemental. How does it even work? Like, how can this one fly? I suppose, I mean, it's a body of water. It doesn't have to be connected to the ground. But maybe it should have the same effect as a rain cloud in here then. He's enchanting his own mage, and we will take a mana for that. And that is the end of the round. Aridigas points out that he attacked my Jade Gremlin. It loses the guard, but can retaliate onto the Siren, so why not? And it did nothing. Yeah, all good. And we're in the deployment phase. I am not sure I should deploy. But I'm not spending the mana on anything else. We're putting out the Darkfin Hydra. Here it comes, the big boy. And first quick cut phase. In hand, we do have Jinx and Temporal Aid. And Temporal Aid will go on the Devouring Jelly this turn. If nothing else happens, I can also time dilation it and then move and attack the Siren with it. No, we won't be able to afford the reveal of the Temporal Aid. Never mind. But in future turns then. Oh, and it is my initiative. I'm sitting here talking. We'll punch, of course, the Tidal Elemental here. If we damage it, we'll also heal the there is a guard. Yes, we will ignore the guard because it's flying. We do kill, and we do heal. Yep, good stuff. Done. That might be game. I'm not sure if he has much more. Like, he's got 23 mana, though, so there might be what's it called, a Leviathan coming? Who knows? Right? There's Tsunami. All right. Good stuff. Is he going west with this one, too? Yeah, he is. Go for it. I'm just going to say it right now, and I'm sure everyone knows, but never cast Tsunami without casting it from your mage with the booster ring from the Siren. It can't be worth it. But maybe he doesn't have anything else, and then this is his play, his high roll, high hopes for high. I'm trying to say hoping for high dice, right? And that's fine if it's all you got, but it ain't great. West. And it's not worth 14 mana. Wait, he says, okay. Can't go west from here. Right. He is correct. Yeah, because he's pushing from this zone up in this zone, and when you follow the push rules, he can't push sideways. And it's from the Siren. That's how you got to think about it. So it gets pushed into the wall straight away from the Siren, or the Naya in this case. So who is the caster? The caster is the important keyword there. And yeah, the Darkfin Hydra will then take a damage from being pushed into the wall. The Devouring Jelly then being attacked by another 3 dice, taking 1 damage and no push. Then the Tsunami will come over here. And from here he can push in, well, 2 different directions, north or west. So wall or wall. There's a chance that he kills the Gorgon with this, I suppose. But he did not roll the push. He deals 2 damage to the Enchanter's Wardstone. If he had high rolled last turn and high rolled this turn, it might have won him the game. And that's fair. But the odds of all those rolls being as high as he needed them to be are relatively low. And he deals no extra damage with the push on my mage. He did deal 3 damage to my mage, and as we have covered, I have no way of healing without stealing an enchantment from him with Steal Enchantment. So that is something to keep in mind. And as soon as I drop a Mage Wand, he's going to dissolve it. He has not spent a single equipment removal yet, and he certainly has one. I mean, he's a Siren. Come on. So I was hoping to drop some wands while he was crippled by the Basilisk, but that never happened, and life moves on. From here, we will have to think about what we are doing with our life. And the Gorgon Archer could shoot as his mage, but with 3 armor, it's unlikely to do anything. I think we have way higher chances of killing Naya. We have an extra die from the Gremlin, so that's 5 dice this turn, which is fairly significant, even a kill chance. So it's happening. It is happening. We'll start with the Gremlin. Dealing 1 damage. Jinx, Temporal Aid. Not sure what I would do here. I can also time dilation myself and charge Naya with 3 dice. That is an option. But I don't want to be in the sea and be punched by the Siren, especially when I've only have 1 week on him. I guess it's time to concede. Okay, my last rounds haven't been played very well, if that's okay. Sure. Always an option. Always an option. You sure? before I start revealing stuff, I always like to just give them that chance to second guess that first impulse to give up. Because there's a chance, that he might want to keep playing, and I still got stuff, to show off and test. Temporal aid. Could be fun. But I think I demonstrated some nice things with this deck. It's not dead lost, but, well, let's finish this round at least. Okay. You're sure? And then I said done, so it is his action. the levitation time temple. Probably my favorite new favorite combo. Probably a bit cheap on the poor elemental. He's not a cloud elemental. Okay, he is going for the Gorgon Archer with the Jetstream. Yeah, there's a kill chance. This could work. He's getting close, but he didn't roll the push, so there is no extra damage there. Unfortunate. 3 dice from a push. Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, but he's got more. Okay, an enchantment onto the Gorgon Archer. All right. Oh, that could be a frost trap. In which case, I cannot do anything about it. So we will activate it. 4 mana, frost trap. All right, he had the kill on the Gorgon Archer. Nice. That does make a difference, but yeah, I mean, I'm still in the stronger position on the board, but the Gorgon was a huge part of that, and it's not around anymore. All right. Increase the dissipates there for 1 mana, and now I don't need to guard here anymore. I will move over here. I will cast Jinx on him, sure. If nothing else, then to test for Nullify. And then Temporal Aid on my Devouring Jelly. Could be on the Darkfin Hydra too, so that it can move and do a triple strike. That would be kind of fun. We can give it fast. But in the sea, it's going to roll 3 less dice from the triple strike, so it's not super attractive. I really want to do it with the Devouring Jelly, move and attack him and start getting rid of the armor. I think that's my play from here, and then that is the end of this round. Let's see if we want to keep playing, but I'll pause it, of course. And in deployment, we are still playing, but I am not deploying anything. First quick cast phase belongs to Mr. Everybody Gets Fan, and he is not quick casting, neither am I. Dispel Ward, Elemental Cloak. We are revealing Temporal Aid and boosting with time dilation as the first opportunity here. Siren will spend their action marker and run away like a damn cow at first. Yeah. Seems about right. Double moving even. Alright. Time to chase. So how do we do it best? We want to chase by teleporting the Darkfin Hydra, I think. For 2 mana down here. And then attacking Naya 3 times. With triple bite, 2 times, 2 damage, 2 dice 3 times. It's still 6 damage on average, so I'll take it. It's more than that even. We're already at 6, putting her at 7, and with the final roll, another 3. Okay, putting her at 10 out of the 11, and we still have the Jade Gremlin to hit her with. That's very nice. That was 3. It's not 3 above average. It's probably 7 on average. People often get that wrong, and I often get that wrong when I talk about dice. But you gotta remember that you have 66% chance of rolling 1, and then some of that is the chance of rolling 2 per die. So, and of course some of it's 0, but it evens out to more than a 50% chance per die of doing 1 damage. Someone explained that math to me once. That was Bibblefiller, someone you might know him. Jinx here revealed on the Siren means that my Jade Gremlin will live. He cannot die. Jade Gremlins. Jade Gremlins are immortal. Come on. Gremlins are mortal. Didn't you know? Jinx is revealed, played, and the Jade Gremlin lives to see another day. Now, does he get to kill a Naya then? That is the question that we must learn the answer to. Oh, but there's another spell being played from Naya. What'll it be? Didn't get played anyway. It was wrong. What then? Thoughts are being thunk. Debates are being had, internal debates. Naya chooses not to move. What other options does she have? I would move and cast with her, certainly. Yeah, or move and do something else, but move for sure. And then there's a chance that she lives from the Jade Gremlin. 33% chance, in fact. She casts a spell in here. All right. Jade Gremlin will activate, move, and attack Naya. That might be the water trap here. Be my guess. And he does kill Naya. Perfect. Done. And in the spirit of the chase, then, we will move our mage over here. Then we shall give time dilation to the Devouring Jelly, removing its slow. Then spend the Time Temple and 1 mana to add a Dissipate token here. And then we will double move the Devouring Jelly over to the corner there. And that'll be the end of the round. And this is where he concedes for real. Ah. Alrighty. We will reveal the Temporal Aid. We will reveal the Gargoyle Center here. And we will reveal the deck. Visibility about everybody. Dispel Wand and Elemental Cloak there. Cool game, though. And the Jade Gremlin lived till the end of the game. That's all that matters. This might take a while, but I will die here eventually. I think I agree. It obviously would depend on what stuff if he has. It would depend on what stuff he has in his book and his enchantment. But if he doesn't have ways of killing at least the Devouring Jelly, then he's doomed. Fun. Wibbly, wobbly, timey, whimey. We can have a bit of an after-game debate here. I definitely need to make some changes to my book. I was trying out a lot of different things here. Didn't get to do the temporal spell casting. I have, 1 shrink in here? Yeah, I was thinking I shouldn't have 2 shrinks, and I don't. Okay, so that's fine. The equipment choices, it's kind of tricky. Did I make good choices? The lightning strike is supposed to be used with temporal spell casting for one thing. Some of the attack spells are in the same order, but you can see how I put 1 of everything that I can have instead of doubling down on the good stuff. Well, some of them I put 2 in, and the creatures are kind of iffy, like do I really need the Darkwind Hydra? I know it can move an attack with the time dilation, but but it's nice with the teleportation scrolls, so a lot of the slow creatures are nice, but do I need the Gargoyle Sentry then, or should I have another devouring jelly. These are always the choices that you must make as a wizard. Is the Jade Gremlin worth it? Yes, of course. I actually played this matchup versus Knapp already, and it went kind of the same way. Yet the unlimited levitation is new to me. Yeah. It's a little expensive. Not very expensive for... You can take out the toughest creature in the game with this, right? Yeah, non-mage creature. Good thing that it's not usable on a mage at the very least. Time Wizard doesn't feel much different from Sabwiz, which is a good thing, Emo, yeah? I'd say that they are on par with one another. They have different strengths. And that's how you want to build a mate. I think they props to Arcane Duels and Arcane Wonders at the same time for building this particular mage. I think is excellently constructed. It might not be completely done yet, and I'm not sure I am a huge fan of the temporal spellcasting from a fluff perspective and like a timey perspective. I think it's fun. Is it good for the game? It's very complicated for very little payoff, I think. And so this one I'm on the fence about, as it were. But time dilation is one of the funnest abilities you could think of. I think that's a great one. Very versatile, very strong. So at least on par with Sap, if not better. But it does require you to have creatures to use it with, which is a limiter in some ways, in a lot of ways. And so there's a lot of stuff to think about. Temporal 8 is really fun. Also insanely powerful, but at least this one's based on level of creature and it's level 2. So it's not like broken, I think. It might be, but we haven't seen it happen yet. And so forth. Those scrolls got some value, yeah. Also one that we might consider increasing the price a bit. But like I said earlier on, I didn't realize that you had to be in the same zone as the thing that you're targeting, and that significantly downgrades it from the level that I thought it was at when I started this game. Okay, I'm rambling on, and I will end the video here and have a chat with these guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Mage Wars coming back, more to come soon. No promises on when, but it'll happen as always. And thank you guys for watching. See you soon.